Physical Science 8.4 Environmental Impacts. How does human population affect Earth's carrying capacity? What are the causes and effects of pollution on land, water, and air? What are some methods used to control the types and sources of pollution? And how can you help protect and preserve Earth's natural resources? Population includes all the individuals of one species living in a particular area. A carrying capacity is the largest number of individuals of a particular species that the environment can support, given the natural resources available. If natural resources are consumed too quickly or the environment becomes threatened, then populations suffer. Unless Earth's natural resources are treated with care, the human population could reach its carrying capacity. So carrying capacity is basically this. If I have let's say a clear hollow bowling ball. And in that clear hollow bowling ball, I have enough resources, water, sugar, etc., that I can safely and easily care for 100 fruit flies. Once I get to 100 fruit flies, I'm fine. But what happens when half of those fruit flies have offspring? Now, let's say they have one offspring each, I have 150 fruit flies. That means I have 50 more than what that can safely carry. Now, does that mean they're all going to die? No. That means that there's going to be a lot of illness, a lot of sickness. They're going to starve. Their lifespans aren't going to be as long. And as the population continues to increase, but their area, their resources aren't increasing, that's when the problems really happen. So carrying capacity means this is many that we can carry. We cannot go beyond this point. You have an impact on the environment every single day. The electrical energy that you use most likely comes from burning fossil fuels. The cars and buses you use for transportation burn fossil fuel. And I hate to break it to everybody, and believe me, I love the electrical cars. I think they're great. But do you know how electrical cars get their power? From fossil fuels, because you have to power the electricity. And where does that electricity come from? Fossil fuels, nuclear power, etc., right? So don't forget that. Don't be fooled. Fossil fuels are mined from Earth and have an impact on the air that you breathe. The water that you use must be treated as shown below to remove as many pollutants as possible so you don't get sick. Pollutants include any substance that contaminates our environment. Land is also affected when resources such as fossil fuels, water, soil, or trees are extracted from Earth. You might not think of land as a natural resource, but it is as important as fossil fuels, clean water, and clean air. We use land for agriculture, forests, urban development, and even waste management. These uses impact the land and the natural resources it provides. Life on Earth would not be possible without water. We are mostly made of water. Plants need water to convert radiant energy into food. Animals need plants to survive. Some animals, such as fish, frogs, and whales, make bodies of water their home, and approximately 60% of the human body is composed of water. Like water, air is essential for all life on Earth. Air pollution can affect human health and threaten plants and animals. It comes from natural and manufactured sources. For example, cars, buses, and trucks burn fuel for energy and release exhaust into the atmosphere. Factories and power plants emit pollutants during production, as shown at the right. Dust from farms, construction sites also contribute to air pollution. Natural sources of pollution include particles and gases emitted to air from erupting volcanoes and forest fires. So it doesn't even have to be man-made. It happens naturally every day. Pollution is often difficult to contain. Airborne pollutants travel wherever the wind carries them. Even if one state or country reduces air pollution, pollutants from another state or country can blow across borders. Remember the nuclear power plant in Japan? We had people here in the United States that were getting ionized radiation, even though they weren't in Japan at the time, because it does carry through our wind. Burning coal in the Midwestern U.S. might cause acid precipitation in Canada. Water pollution can enter a river or a stream and travel several kilometers downstream into groundwater supplies and across state borders. Many communities, because of this, offer recycling programs where paper, plastic, and glass are reused rather than going into landfills. And that's why I've preached all year long, please do not throw away paper products in my trash can. Use the recycle bin.